Hey everybody, Drew Jablonowski here with Garage Gurus, and today's tech tip for you is torsion key and torsion bar removal. I'm going to show you a safe and easy way to do it utilizing this MOOG T40016 torsion key removal tool, where you can see it's got a nice little notch on the index on the top where it goes on to the rear cross member, and you can see where it has the nub here where it puts right into the dimple on this key. Using the right tool will make this a nice and easy, safe job. Before we move on to our next step, I want to go ahead and point out the key components of this torsion bar suspension. Right here you can see we have the torsion bar, we got the torsion bar key, we have the adjusting bolt, and we have the adjusting lock nut. Now, we want to go ahead and take the tape measure, and we're going to take a measurement from the lock nut to the end of the bolt right there, and we're going to record that measurement. So we have an 1 3/4 inches. The reason we're taking that measurement is once we remove the key and the bar, we're going to want to be able to set that back. Let's go ahead and get started. So right now I'm just installing that C-clamp, which is a torsion bar or torsion key removing tool. We're just going to screw it in by hand right here. That way we can make sure the index marks are properly lined up, so we don't have to worry about them slipping off. Now we'll go ahead and get our impact gun out, and we'll go ahead and relieve the tension that we have on that torsion key. All right, we got our impact gun now. We're going to go ahead and screw in the tension relief tool with the impact gun. Now we went ahead and relieved the tension on there, and we can see that the lock nut and the adjusting screw is loose. So we're going to change our sockets out, and we're going to go ahead and remove that adjusting screw. Now a little bit of a tip here for those of you in the rust belt. We want to make sure that we use some sort of penetrating oil or lubricant ahead of time on this to kind of try and break down the rust. So if you know you're doing this job, or you got time before you do this job, go ahead and give it a little bit of spray with that penetrating oil. Now we're going to go ahead and remove that adjusting screw. Here's the adjusting screw or bolt. Get our lock nut out of there as well. And now we're just going to slowly relieve the tension on that torsion key removal tool. Now we've got all the tension off of that torsion key removal tool. We can go ahead and push out the torsion bar towards the front of the vehicle. The key will drop out, and then we can compare the keys to make sure that we are putting an oversized one in there. All right, everybody. So seeing as we're in the majestical city of Detroit, we did have a little interference from the outside, which would be known as rust. So went ahead and took an air hammer to it, the back of the torsion bar right here, to loosen up the torsion bar from the key. That's where you can see now our torsion key is loose. What we're going to go ahead and do now is we're going to remove the torsion key. What we're going to do is we're going to grab this torsion bar, we're going to slide it forward, holding onto the key so it doesn't fall on us. Keep sliding it forward till the key has now come loose. We'll set that key aside. We're going to grab our new torsion bar key, and we're going to install that. If we were removing this torsion bar, we would fish this torsion bar through until it comes out, and then we would get the new torsion bar and we would reinstall it back the way that we took the old torsion bar out. So now we're going to slide this torsion bar back up. We're going to attach our torsion key. We're going to slide it into place up here so it's at the same angle that it came out. Now we have our torsion bar and our new torsion key reinstalled in this vehicle. we're going to grab our torsion key installation and removal tool to help us ease with installing this back in place. We want to get the index point back up there. We're going to go ahead and screw this in by hand. Now we're going to grab our impact gun. Once we've done that, we're going to check and see if we have enough clearance where we can slide our lock nut into place. Not there yet. Let's go ahead and put some more on it. Now the lock bolt slid into place, lock nut slid into place. We're going to take our adjusting bolt and we're going to screw it back in or thread it back into the lock nut. All right, went ahead and threaded in that adjusting bolt with my fingers. I like to really try and do that as much as possible just to avoid any kind of cross threading. Now we go ahead and get our impact gun out and we're going to torque this up. Now right here you can actually see that the socket's pinched in between that tool, but that's actually all right. We're just going to remove the tool now, slowly. We're going to take our measuring tape and we're going to see where we're at. We had 1 3/4 inches before. And right now we're actually at 1 3/4 inches. So that's all I have for you today on utilizing this torsion key installation and removal tool. For any more tech tips, follow us on our Garage Gurus YouTube channel. And for any more information about Garage Gurus, you can go to garagegurus.tech. My name is Jablonowski. I'll see you next time.